Each time the Golden Eagles play a game, they represent Marquette University. But those 2 hours on the basketball floor account for just a small fraction of what it means for each player to be a Marquette student.
I think the biggest thing that most people at home don't think about, the time commitment. You get a chance to see on television, a 2-hour time period where they're just playing a game. They don't realize the amount of practice hours that went into it, the amount of film hours that went into it, and then just the total student-athlete experience. We're asking them to do, a certain amount of study hall hours. They're going to class 15 to 18 hours a week. And then they have out-of-class requirements as well.
Each student-athlete at Marquette must complete the same academic requirements as any other student, and basketball season crosses over 2 semesters. To help get through it all, they can head to the Eagle's Nest, the athletic department's study hall.
My role in particular, what I'm trying to do is help to really learn and get to know the kids well enough to understand strengths and weaknesses, what works best for them in terms of studying.
Time management is key for any student. Working on a paper while traveling cross-country can be overwhelming.
It's a tough thing to do sometimes, especially when you go on road trips and you got a 7-page paper due like the next day. It's not easy, but for me as myself, I stay on top of my schoolwork individually, but with them having that, they make sure everything's done and make sure we turn everything in on time.
Oftentimes on the plane, there's a lot of them that are doing work on their computers on the way there. Once we get to the destination, the room that we often have team meals in is also study hall.
Marquette's academic services team helps keep all student athletes on track with their courses, working with coaches and instructors to make sure the players' focus stays sharp.
There were quite a few of the guys that were having to take exams while we were on the road, get assignments turned in via email. Brooklyn, we were flying home at 1:30 in the morning. Wally was taking a test on the plane.
What's most important, though, to us always is that they're getting it done, that they're making progress towards their degrees.
Many players on this year's team are getting their first game experience and first college experience at the same time. They appreciate the help the academic services team provides.
They mean so much to me. I don't know a lot of things, what I would do without them, to be honest. They definitely help me a lot. They're great people. They'll do whatever they can. They'll go out their way just to help us do what we got to do in the classroom so we can play on the court. So they mean the world to me.
We always talk about whether or not they received a degree or whether or not they became educated. And so that's what really matters for us. And when we see that and we see how much they appreciate it, and you see how much it meant to not just them, but then their parents, their extended family, their little brothers and sisters, sometimes it's making a difference for generations to come.